Good morning, everybody. I'm Dan, and this is Jersey Smoke. So this morning, we're going to be doing 3 racks of baby back pork loin ribs. We're going to do a little experiment. I often tell you the biggest influences on me in barbecue so far has been Malcolm Reed and How to Barbecue Right, and Matt Pittman and Meat Church. But the guy I often use a lot of his cooking methods is a guy named Jeremy Yoder from Mad Scientist Barbecue. And he's just a guy that's done every experiment in the books and tested and has done so much. He's a fan of just simple 50-50 kosher salt and coarse ground pepper. So we are going to be doing that with just spritzing, and then when we go to wrap, we're going to use just apple cider vinegar. These 2 ribs, we're going to do a combination, because I get asked all the time, why do I have to add butter? Why do I have to add honey, brown sugar? So what we're going to do with these 2 is we're going to do them identical rubs. We're going to be using a little bit of the Meat Church fajita on the bottom, and then we're going to chase it with a little hot barbecue rub, and then we're going to flip these over, and we're going to put the Gospel barbecue rub on top. Nothing else is going to change. I'm not going to use a binder today. I'm not going to use anything. We're just going to get these up. We're going to sweat them up. And then when we go to wrap, here's where it's going to get interesting. We are just wrapping with apple cider vinegar on the salt and pepper. These 2, we're going to do a little differently. The one on the left, we are just going to spritz with a little apple cider vinegar. Obviously, the rub will be on it. But the one on the right, I'm going to do my normal butter, brown sugar, honey, and a little bit more of the rub. And we're going to do a taste test and see how this works out. But I'm excited because, everybody that, watches these videos and says how to do things, well, that's the fun thing about barbecue, because it is how you like it, how you want to do it. And we're going to try 3 different types of ribs today. See you soon. All right, we're going to start to fire up the pit. Owie and Des are anxiously waiting for the ribs to start cooking. We're going to be cooking the ribs today on my Probe 1100 Pit Boss. We're going to be using cherry pellets with some competition blend mix. I got a little hickory left in here now. I'm just going to burn that off. I'm a big fan of cherry. I think it adds a nice color, and it's very nice for pork with the ribs. So we're going to get this up to temp. We're going to run her around 250 today. And then once we wrap it, we're going to crank it up to 3 and get it going. So the ribs have been sweating for about 15 minutes. We're going to go another 15-20 minutes. We're going to get this bad boy up and running. And we'll be back shortly. See you soon. All right. Okay, everybody. It's been about a half an hour. And you can see we are sweating nice. And you can see just the salt and pepper. And everything is looking good. These ribs are ready to go on. So be back in a minute. All right, everybody. It's around 8:30. We are cooking at 250. Real temp's gonna get up. Just lift the lid. So here we go. Salt and pepper, and the barbecue right, and the Meat Church combo. If you watch the Mad Scientist videos, he's got a interesting take on when you just salt and pepper versus when you put a lot of the other rubs on. His experiments show that it slows down the smoke penetration. So I'm very interested here in seeing if we're going to get more smoke on just the salt and pepper than the fully rubbed ones, but only time's going to tell. So it's 8:30, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're going to check, probably do some spritzing. See you guys in a little bit. We are back, guys. It's been about an hour and a half. It is coming up on 10 o'clock. We're still rolling at around 2:35. That's about where I'm looking. let's take a look. First look. I haven't lifted this thing yet. All right. Bark of the salt and peppers looking good. The rubbed up ones are coming along fantastic. Spritzing. Here we go. Little 50-50 mix. Apple cider vinegar and water. And it is about what I expected color-wise. Very nice. You can see the drastic difference between the rubbed up and just the salt and pepper. I'm very interested to see what these are going to taste like and to see the smoke penetration, so I'll be back. Alright everybody, we're now at the 2.5 hour mark, and I did a little switch after the last lift at the 1 hour and a half mark. I put the salt and pepper in the middle, switched out the rubs on each side. You can see we're starting to get some pullback. Everything's looking great. They're getting a nice bark buildup. We're going to do another spritz. Remember, it's 50-50. Apple cider vinegar and water. And these are getting close, about a half an hour probably, and I'm gonna wrap these. So just the 2.5 hour update. We'll be back. All right, guys. They are, I think, done taking smoke on. Very interested to see what the salt and pepper is going to turn out and taste like. So I'm going to get these inside. We're going to show you how we're wrapping it and get them back on. Alright guys, so the first one up is going to be the salt and pepper. That's the back side of it. We are literally just going to spritz it with salt and pepper. And then we're going to wrap this up, get it right back on the smoker, and we'll see how it does. Alright, the next one up is just the rubbed, where we're all rubbed up. We didn't do anything else, but we are going to just spritz it, get some liquid in there before we go to wrap it. So this will be rib number 2, which is the fajita, the Killer Hogs hot rub, and the Holy Gospel, but wrapped with just apple cider vinegar. All right, guys, this is the last one. This is the full fajita, hot barbecue rub, and the gospel. It's all mixed in there. Butter, brown sugar, honey. Ribs are going to go meat side down. And just as usual, I double wrap with tin foil, and we'll see you in a few. All right, it's the 1 hour mark. Interested to see how we're doing. Let's take a little look-see. See how I wrapped them. This is the, wow, these look like they are ready. Not really worried about temperature as much as I am how they feel. We're in the 205 range. Very loose, very tender. It smells delicious. This is the one that I usually do. The butter and rub and brown sugar. So I'm going to say we are very close. Wrap that back up. Let's just take a look real quick at salt and pepper one, which really has my interest going. And they look really good as well. They look fantastic as well. All right, we're getting close. Maybe another 15-20 minutes. I'm going to put them off. We're going to sauce them up and rest them. All right, everybody, we're back. So from left to right, we have the salt and pepper, apple cider vinegar only, the rub apple cider vinegar only, and the full Monty, if you will. So you can see the difference in color, texture. You can see with the caramelization of the sugar and what the difference is between the three. So now I'm just going to sauce these up regular. I'm just going to use a generic barbecue sauce today and get them on for about a half an hour, let them tack up a little bit. And then we're going to let them rest, and then it's taste test time. See you in a few. That's it. Sauce is all tacked up. Ready to bring these bad boys inside. About a half an hour. It's time for everybody knows the rule, one bite. All right, here's the final verdict on the three different types of ribs. You can see the variations on all three. Pretty good smoke ring on everything. All right, well, it's time for the taste test, so here we go. This is it, final taste test here. So this is the salt and pepper and apple cider vinegar. Pulls right off the bone. That is fantastic. Salt and pepper was fantastic. More flavor than I expected. It was fantastic. Very peppery. Nice. Actually had nice heat to it. Very savory. So this is the non-buttered, non-honey, no brown sugar, just the rubs and apple cider vinegar. So here we go. Fall off the bone. Very good. Nice flavor. You can taste the smokiness. Very good. Fantastic. Kind of clean the palate. Very, very different. I enjoyed them both tremendously. Could say either one are a hit. Definitely highlight flavors. The salt and pepper is more basic, but very, very tasty. The rubs are all displaying itself in the rib. Now we're going to go to the one I usually do. This is the gooey, sticky butter, honey, the whole 9 yards. So let's take a bite. Very crisp. Very tasty. A little bit more sweet. It actually mutes the heat a little bit. Tell you what, all three are fantastic. Any one you can go with, but if you're a person that can't have butter, the salt and pepper and the non-buttered one are fantastic. But if you like the more of a well-done rib with the crispiness and the burnt ends on it, the all the way one was fantastic. So thumbs up to all three. Appreciate it for stopping by Jersey Smoke. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.